Afternoon down in Sorrento with Sam. Just been to the bakery for a vanilla slice and a hot chocolate. Now I'm heading down to Portsea along the Millionaires walk. Not the best day for it, it's pretty shitty weather, pretty grey and overcast. However, we'll just make the most of it, I guess, do what we can do. Haven't checked the tide, so I don't know what I'm in for on the beach section, but I suppose I'll find that out soon enough too. Alright, I'll spin the camera, show you what I'm looking at. So I'm starting the walk where the Sea Road ferry comes in from Queenscliff. Looks like they're building a new terminal or something down there. And I'm climbing basically up towards, I don't know what they call it, Flinders Park. It's an old park overlooking the bay. So I don't know how far this walk is. It's probably maybe 6 k's down to Portsea. They call it the Millionaires walk because it wanders around the cliff tops, basically through some of the cliff top houses' backyards. I've done it before as part of a 3-day walk I did around the Peninsula a few years ago. But I've never done this sort of standalone walk. So that's where I'm heading down there. Been a bit of weather around today. It's the Saturday, what do we call it now? King's birthday long weekend, so it's the start of the snow season. And they're actually predicting snow in the hills today. That's a good thing. So I'm walking this park for a few minutes on the outskirts of Sorrento, and with the bay views. And then I'll actually hit the Penn Highway for maybe a kilometre, and then I jag back onto the cliff tops. There's no signage for this one, you just got to follow a map. There's some fancy houses up here, or down here. I've only got another few hundred metres on, or beside the Penn Highway here. And I'll swing back to the coast and start going on the fronts of the back fences of these houses, I guess. So that's the old St John's Church. I guess I'm still in Sorrento. So this little lentil avenue is the one you've got to duck down to find the start of this track. Don't expect signage. It's almost like they don't want us walking through their properties. Okay, I've come down that road. This is the start of the track. It feels kind of like you're walking into someone's backyard. It's because you pretty well are. So that's the Sea Road ferry port. And there's the ferry. So that's my first beach I'm about to drop down to. Looks like the tide's halfway out, so that's not too bad. Because there is some cliffs down there I've got to get around, but it's normally pretty doable. So it pays to have a commuter when you're down at Portsea, I suppose. The old pedal assist or Daewoo doesn't do the trick down here. And the lift down the cliffs, just what you need to get to your helicopter. So when you get to the end of this beach, you got to get through here. Oh. And I made it, but at high tide or with a bit of waves, it's pretty skinny. So sorry I didn't get much good vision of that, but I just had to go when the waves went out. I'm going to head up on the cliffs in a sec. But yeah, at low tide you can kind of get around the very bottom of the boathouses. But the tide's obviously, must be 3/4 of the way in, I guess. So there's the stairs there that I'm going up. Even the boat shed's got solar down here. It's more fancy than my house. So back up on the cliffs obviously, and back in the backyards of the flash houses for a while. Okay, that's the end of my cliff top walk. I'm just kind of heading back out to the Nepean Highway now, and I'll walk down into Portsea. So obviously I'm doing this as a one-way walk. There's a bus that runs regularly between Portsea and Sorrento. Or you can just do that bit that I've done from along the cliff tops and the beaches from here down to there and back again if you wanted to. That'd be about, I don't know, 5 Ks I guess, if you double back that little bit. Alright, this is pretty boring. I might flick it on again when I get down into Portsea. Okay, I'm just rolling down into Portsea. Portsea, for the people that aren't in Melbourne or aren't local, Portsea's even more expensive than Sorrento. Probably, I'm not sure whether Portsea's the most expensive real estate in Victoria or Toorak up in the city. I'm thinking maybe Portsea. Definitely old money around here too. There is a shop, there's a pub, but there's nowhere near as many. This is the old hotel here. There's nowhere near as many retail or cafe opportunities down here as there is in Sorrento, so keep that in mind if you want to feed. There is a park where I'm going to end the walk. Okay, the rain's arrived just as I got to Portsea. That walk came about 5.1 Ks, about 60-70 metres climbing, which all sounds about right. It's not a particularly hard walk. It's not your typical bushwalk either, with all those flash houses, but it's an interesting walk. It's better, obviously, if the sun's out. You can swim and the bay looks a little bit better. It's looking a bit grey and average today, but you know, today was the day Sam and I were down here, so this is what we got. All right, hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you on the next walk. Take it easy.